Hey guys, welcome back. Back on this 65 Mustang today, the messed up Mustang. And I don't know whether you guys have picked up on it, but one of the things it's doing is idling really bad. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So yeah, you can see it shaking. If you come around the back, Steve, you can listen to the exhaust note. And it's sounding more like an old John Deere tractor than a Mustang. So what we got to do is figure out what's going on. So I had my suspicions. We got an issue with the idle circuit, because as soon as you bring the revs up, it clears up. It's like it's not hitting on all 8 at idle, but as soon as you bring it up, when you drive it down the road, it's fine. So it's just in there, just bring it up slightly off idle and it comes right. So I suspect one of our idle circuits, or both it wouldn't idle, but I suspect it's one. So one good little way to test is just to squirt a little bit of carb cleaner or engine start, or dribble a bit of fuel from a squeeze bottle or something down here. You hear it picking up revs. That side almost kills it. And that picks the revs up. So my guess is this side of the idle circuit is blocked somewhere, and so it's just really trying to idle on one side. So we're going to pull the top off the car, have a little dig deeper. So let's shut this off and have at it. Okay. It doesn't even have a clip on it. It's meant to have. So that's not. Okay, so that's that off. Now this is what we're after. These are the little, what they call the boosters, and this is where there's a little brass piece down in the middle there. If you go right up over on top, you can kind of see. That's where your idle circuit is going to actually, it comes out of the bowl. This controls the amount, your mixture screw, it comes back up through here and out and down. So we need to get these off and clean them. So let's do that. what can be ideal is this is stainless steel wire, and this can be quite good for poking and prodding. Can't always get you everywhere you need to go, but it can. Now, of course, a little bit of compressed air through everything will help. It's reasonably clean in there. A little bit of dirt in there, but it's not bad. Let's get some compressed air going. You're not necessarily going to see your blockage, but you just really got to have everything a thorough blowing out. Now, we'll also pop these idle mixture screws out, fire a bit of air up those, make sure we don't have a blockage there, but it's somewhere in this circuit, you know, or circuits, there's two of them. I'm not going to take that one off because I'm pretty convinced it's that one. So yeah. Don't go crazy with an impact, will you? Because you'll strip them out. So the rule of thumb is typically 1.5 turns out, like wind them all the way in. Don't try and tighten them, just run them until they stop, and which is right there, and then it's just like half a turn, half a turn, half a turn, and that'll get you in the ballpark as far as idle mixtures go. About there. Grab the top of that carburetor. Okay, so on a good day you can leave these metering rods in there and slip them back in. Today's not a good day, it's not playing ball. We're going to have to just quickly undo those and let the metering valves pop up. Sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you don't, you know. So yeah, these you don't have to take all the way out, you can just loosen them and spin them around, let them out of the way. Okay. Accelerator pump. I'm not going to bother hooking up the choke linkages just yet because we don't actually know if we fixed it. We're hoping we fixed it. We'll find out in a second. Much easier. Right. Fire it up. That's not even any adjustments, guys, that's just idling. So we've picked up quite a bit of idle speed, which figures because we're giving it a lot more gas. We've doubled the amount of gas going down it. That's a little different, I'd say. Let's have a listen at the back, see? I'm not sure whether you're picking this up on my mic or not, but now it actually sounds like a little 289 should. So yeah, it sounded for all money like it was really not well at all, which it kind of wasn't, but it wasn't anything serious. Like it was literally, you know, 15 minutes of fiddling around with the carburetor, you know, blowing those passages out, cleaning them out with a little bit of wire. And suddenly it's a whole lot nicer to drive, and I dare say it's going to start a lot better as well. Well, that's a big improvement for a little bit of work. What might have seemed like a major, because it was just idling horrible. And what you don't get through the video or the camera is just how much the car was physically shaking. When you were sitting in it, it was just shaking. And then, you know, as you rolled into the gas, it didn't want to pull away, and then you'd get a little bit further into the pedal and it would take off. So there was just nothing pleasant about the experience at all. That's made a huge improvement. We haven't even fiddled, you know, with the idle mixture screws. That's just a matter of what I usually do with idle mixers is throw a tack on it, you know, with my Tesla timing light, and just read the RPMs, and then I just, you know, fine tune it in and out and get the peak RPMs. You also do it with a vacuum gauge, you know, until you adjust these two screws in and out, and you know, until you get the maximum vacuum. The maximum vacuum also correlates with the maximum RPM. So yeah, I don't have a vacuum gauge, but I do have the tack in my timing light, so I use that. So yeah, That's another one crossed off the list of this old girl, and obviously this applies to any engine with an Edelbrock carb on it, or actually, to be fair, it's not even just an Edelbrock, but this was the example. We had one side of the idle circuit wasn't working, one side was, and made for a very raggedy sounding engine and feeling engine. So I hope this helps you somewhere down the line. If you're trying to find that weird idle issue, try your idle circuits. And okay guys, well, that's it for today. We will see you when we finally get everything else crossed off the list of this car and we get it out for a test drive. Alright, so see you then guys, take care.